We are live.
So this is not Zoom nor Skype, is it, Richie?
No, this is something different, I think.
This is something different. I mean, like, should we explain what's different, or should we let people figure that out on their own?
I say we should just have it happen organically, you know?
Yeah, I mean, organic seems to be in now. I think we should just go for it.
I think so too. You know what? Let's just go for it.
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
All right.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Socially Distant. PBS is brought to you by Cucks Like You. Thank you.
What's on your cucket list?
All right, everyone, and welcome back to Socially Distant. And welcome to the first live episode of Socially Distant, where for once in our lives, you know what, we'll take a play out of the Bill O'Reilly playbook and just say, fuck it, we'll do it live.
Amen.
I'm your host, Alex Weber, and joining me somehow from the back of a bucking Bronco at the DFW National fucking ring champion is my good friend and co-host.
Hi, I'm Richie, your little Spanish, maitre d'.
I was expecting Cowboy Richie, but you know.
Hi, fine. Fuck it. I'll do it again.
No,
Hi.
no. It's already done. Richie, we're live. We
Damn
can't
it.
edit this out. We can't fix it in post.
Come on, man.
Richie,
Damn
what's
it. All right.
what's poppin', dude? What's going on?
Nothing much, man. I'm very excited about today because this is our very first official live stream that we're doing.
I know now people can watch me fade into obscurity in real time. It's exciting.
Right? Exactly. People can see what is happening in our heads
Well, I
in
would
real
hope.
time.
You mean in our respective domiciles? Like you could see what's going on in my kitchen here.
Exactly. Let me just
Welcome to my
say,
kitchen.
as we start, we do have a Twitch follower that just started. I'm really excited to announce his name. His name is Richie Oliver.
I was gonna say, is it you?
And now we have another viewer, which is great. So we got 2 viewers right now on Twitch, which is awesome. None on Facebook, but I'm still excited to get into this podcast and see how we're doing. So,
Yeah, I mean, you broke the fourth wall there for a little bit, but I mean, like, let's just fucking do it like normal. What's kicking, dude? What's been up? It's been a little bit.
it has been a little bit. It's been a week,
Yeah.
or a little bit over a week. I'm doing good. As you know, my dad had uh,
Yeah.
a procedure done where they went and
He's got a pretty crazy scar
basically
too.
cut open. Yeah, they basically cut open his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they basically took out his salivary gland. So there was like a mass growing on it. So they just went and took out his salivary gland. It's
Dude,
it's
that's
it's fun to
crazy.
look at. It's cool.
It is a pretty
Just
cool
like it's
scar. I'm
fucking
not gonna lie.
sick.
It's a pretty fucking cool scar.
Yeah. Also, now that we are live, we do have to watch our swearing because we could be kicked off of stuff.
Oh, I didn't know that I had to abide by someone else's rules.
I didn't know I have to be some freaking monkey, dancing
Didn't
around
know,
to
didn't
Mr.
know I had
Bojangles.
didn't know I had to be some fucking cuck.
Didn't know I had to be some cuck for the man.
Hey, anyone
Didn't
over
know, I didn't realize I would be cucked by the U.S. president.
Well, I could have told you that one going into it, but
Speaking of cucks, how are you doing?
yeah, dude, I was gonna say, so just living, working, uh,
Hmm.
going steady at the new job, working my took us off.
That's
A lot
great.
of the
That's awesome.
stuff that I'm doing is very like tedious.
Hmm.
Like people will send me an Excel spreadsheet and it's like, okay, here's the spreadsheet. I put in all these dimensions in each cell. We want this at like 48 by 90 inches. Can you send us a proof in like 2 days? And I'm like, I have to build this from nothing. And like, it's a very math intensive job, which I didn't know going into it. But what's interesting is that this whole thing of like people coming in with designs, I proof it, I send it back to them, we go back and forth, and then I send it to print. literally exactly what I was doing at another job before. So
Oh, yeah.
like I already got the like just that turnaround down. So I've been deep in that like
Oh,
just
nice.
all day. I forget like where I am, what day it is, just because I'm like Adobe Illustrator.
Hmm.
Uh,
I will
but
say
yeah,
that. Oh, yeah.
that's now go for it.
So we got our first comment.
Ooh, what do we get?
We got it from our good friend Megan Shanley. Twitter user pidge_on, like a pigeon. That said, both these viewers are me because I couldn't figure out how to comment on my phone. From Megan. Well, thank
Ah,
you, Megan, for giving us a comment and talking to us over here. But yeah, that's a cool feature. You guys can comment in real time and ask us
uh-huh.
questions and um, give your input on the conversation and see how that works. So yeah, it'll be fun. I can pull up comments on here so that we can
Just
keep
Megan.
looking at it. It's just Megan. Just Megan is a commenter.
Well, she was
Just
on an episode. I guess she's earned it. So whatever.
well
Fuck it.
then, you know what? I'm just gonna do this real quick. Where's that? There we go. So you are now officially on the podcast, and she hates it. So she absolutely hates.
Yeah, can you put me back to the
I'm
ridge?
crying.
Could you? I'm gonna put myself back to the ridge.
Why are you doing the ridge? Just do your name.
All right, there we go.
What's your name?
I like the ridge. All right, but yeah,
Tony.
so
What's your name? Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Fuck you, Ezekiel. I just watched a video on Reddit the other day of people like acting that out in like a Target or something.
Mhm.
Incredible. But let's see. Yeah, just to wrap up my boring as fuck life, that's pretty
Yeah.
much it. Is literally just work and then just booling, hanging out. Still trying to shoot more with the new camera, which has been
That
cool. I've been getting
4K
some. Dude, yeah, I
beauty.
gotta record a base video soon. Like I've been waiting to try out the 4K video.
Hmm.
Um, One thing that's really cool is it does 1080p at 120 frames per second. So it does
Ooh.
like really nice slow-mo, which is fun. Um,
She said record WAP.
all right, dude, bet, you know, I
You know
might do it
what?
tonight. Who knows? I've already learned it. But yeah, so that's my life is I'm back to work and it feels great because I finally have
That's
something to do
awesome,
with my
man.
existence.
That's wicked awesome.
Yeah, but it's weird because before I was like, yeah, dude, I could do nothing all day.
Hmm.
And I would literally do nothing all day. And now I'm like, oh, I have to like really be on my ish right now. And it's a nice little change.
Hmm.
So
I totally
mm,
feel that, man. Like that's kind of what I'm doing as well. I'm just working for the man, making my
working for the
pay.
man.
I go to the mine, get my pay, go to the bar, drink it away.
I go to the mine. I work
For people who are just tuning
20
in, I'm a coal miner,
I work 22 hours a day.
which
And I
mean
go over to
which mean
I load 16 tons, and then I go over to the company store, and the guy says, "Sup, fucky," and then it gives me 16 cents in company dollars,
company dollars.
which has the value of 32 cents. No, 0.32 cents in American currency. And that is my life as a
Megan
coal
just said
miner.
STOP from Megan. From Pigeon, I should say, from Pigeon. But yeah,
See, it's
I've
funny
been
because now
feeling
we
the
could
same
just we
way.
could just drop like random inside jokes and be like, all right, someone's gonna get that.
Right? That's what I love now that we have this such like this open family of socially distant.
Open family, dude. What are we, the fucking Branch Davidians? Are we bringing it back to the Branch Davidians for live episode 1? We talked about them on like episode 4 or something.
I was gonna say we're more like Sly and the Family Stone. We're just
Ooh.
full of people, and I don't know. So there was this SNL skit that was like one of like their. It wasn't like live, but it was like kind of commercial. It was the worst of Soul Train,
Ooh,
and it
I like
was instead of
that.
like the best of Soul Train, and it was like and the family, and it's basically just like this huge family, like many people, and it's just Kenan Thompson going like, yeah. I take 2 showers a year because I can't get in the bathroom, and like it's just like
Oh
him.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah,
You
that's
know
what
what
I was thinking.
my favorite Keenan SNL bit is?
Is it the one where he starts talking about voices?
What's up with that?
Ooh, what's up with that? Ooh-wee, bow, bow,
What's up
bow.
with that?
Kenny G comes in and just starts like playing in the background. I said, ooh-wee, what's up with that? What's up
Hold
with that?
on.
Also, give a shout out. Our good friend, not from school but from New York, Elena Conti, gave us a like
Hey.
over on Facebook and is probably watching right now. So yeah, shout out to her. Hello.
It's because I sent her the link.
Oh hell yeah. So
No,
but
but
yeah.
so real quick on the what's up with that?
Mhm.
Fucking, have you seen the Samuel L. Jackson one where he drops the F bomb?
Yeah, yeah, and he goes. I don't
like,
know if
"Yo,
he drops
man,
the F.
No, he does.
I
He does.
I
Because
thought he
Keenan's
said,
like,
"Oh
"Yo,
man,
Sam."
shit."
No,
Oh,
he goes, "Fuck."
there's
And he goes,
Elena.
"Yo, Sam, that costs money." Do you know what episode that was? I think. Hold on.
I don't know off the top of my head. Hey there, Elena. Thanks for the comment. OMG, hello. Hello to
Um,
you. But
I just
I
want to.
can't
I want
remember
to.
the name of that episode.
I want to fact check it, but
I don't know if he says fuck or shit.
no, it's fuck. Believe me, I have done
But I believe
so
he says
much.
like there isn't enough time, so he goes, "Oh man, fuck."
Yeah,
And apparently Keenan like breaks character or something.
he's like, "Yo, Sam, that costs money."
Yeah, he says that costs money.
I think, dude, I don't remember if it was because that was like a Christmas episode. I think
Oh,
it
dude, that
might have
was.
been. It might have been the one where they did the Sandy Hook tribute at the beginning too, which like is such a fucking contrast. And I hate to drop that, you know, geographical reference, but I think that's the same episode, which is fucking nuts.
On that note, everyone, welcome to Socially Distant.
Hey!
Dude, you know what sucks? I peaked in quarantine, dude. God damn it.
You're just gonna randomly play the fucking intro.
Just keep randomly playing our intro on there. Just at different times, like just, hey, but, so, I was thinking,
Sure.
today is September 17th.
Yeah.
6 months ago, we started this podcast on March 17th.
Well,
I
actually,
still have the...
6 months ago is when we first posted the episode. So
Oh,
it's
yeah.
probably like yesterday, but hey, no one needs to know that. It's not like we're live or anything. We could just cut this out in post.
What I would like to do for you is I have a little memory that I would like to kind of play for everyone. I'm going to put it up to the microphone. This was on March 15th.
Okay.
I got this voicemail while I was on the toilet.
Oh yeah,
From
this
Alex.
is when I called you about it.
Yeah, and I want to see if it'll play or people can hear it.
Richie, you fucking slut. So I'm driving back from Newtown up into Mass again right now, and I just had an idea. Let's start a fucking coronavirus quarantine social distance podcast. Mainly because I'm going to be fucking bored out of my goddamn skull for the next 2 weeks. But I think that would be a pretty funny idea. It could just be a regular podcast, but I mean, the time is now. The time is now.
The time is now.
So yeah, that's all I got. Eat, bitch.
If the time is now, the time is now.
Then you said something like, I think you ended that with peace, bitch.
No, you heard correct.
So-
Holy shit.
So lo and behold, 6 months later, we're doing our very first live stream.
Yeah,
which
dude,
is awesome.
this
Can
hat
you
look-
believe?
Hold on 1 second. Dude, fucking, I cannot believe you have that saved.
Elena says
God.
lol at 2 weeks. Yeah, because the next 2 weeks are going to be...
Yeah.
Remember
6
when we
months
thought
later.
it was going to be 2 weeks?
Remember when I thought that I was gonna be working for longer than a month?
So I thought today would be like a really good thing, a good episode to like reminisce on sort of our past 6 months of podcast. and kind of bring up and talk
Yeah,
about
dude, I mean,
guests we've had.
we got quite the
Yep.
we have quite the gamut of things, which I think is one of the cooler parts about doing this.
Good word, by
it's
the way.
like,
Good
okay,
word.
like we have guests like the one that I always go to when I think of like really deep is Tegan,
Oh,
because the episode with Tegan, like we
Yep.
got fucking deep in there, man. Like I
We did.
again, I told him that I'm like, yo, I had like a spiritual experience while talking
Mhm.
to you, like, so we can go like super serious, very like focused, and then we could be doing literally anything else. The sky is the limit. So it's
Amen to
definitely
that.
interesting because it's like, okay, yeah, we have some episodes where it's like, yo, we're gonna sit down with this person, we're gonna ask them questions, and another time it's like, do you want to read surrealist poetry together? Like,
Yeah, let's do an episode where we talk. One of my favorite episodes is when I discuss cats. Real quick though, Mads is saying hi. I have no clue how to work Twitch, but hi friends, hi Mads. Thanks for stopping by and saying hello. And yeah,
Yo, check out Legends of Tomorrow if you're listening.
yes, at Legends of Tomorrow without the vowels on Twitter, if you guys would like. Awesome music publication that talks about the local New Jersey scene, stuff like that.
This New Jersey
Yeah.
bridge, which I still don't understand, but I fuck with it.
Yeah, we ended up just having like a lot of friends now from New Jersey.
Yeah, dude, that's weird because like I really never knew this looks like a fedora, and that's why I keep like fucking with it because it looks
Man, I
really
just said,
douchey.
bruh, I'll sob right now.
Yes, Richie, we could see that. That's why we have it at the bottom.
Yeah, but dude, our viewers can't see it, man.
Wait, can they not? Oh.
That's why I show them on the screen here.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Yeah, so they're showing it there.
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I really do think though, like the first, because again, this whole like New Jersey thing has been quite recent.
Mhm.
But the OG New Jersey is fucking Maria with her white Trans Am.
Oh hell yeah,
Richie,
Maria.
do you remember what I called that Trans Am?
No, I don't.
I don't remember, but it was filthy because it was white. I think I made a cum joke or something.
I think you did. I think you called it like the you called it some type of like pun about cars that involves male splooge.
Yes. Dude, I rode in that car one time before I was like friends with her. I was like, "Hey, can you give me a ride here?" She's like, "Fuck yeah!" And I'm like, "All right, cool. I'm riding the Trans Am."
Maria is one of the coolest people I know.
Dude, I know.
Just
I
giving off
miss-
just awesome, cool vibes.
I really do miss Adatash. If we're reminiscing on things, we can, maybe extend it beyond the podcast and bring it into just recent history. The past couple of years, dude.
Yeah, I didn't even live
No,
there.
you
and
you
I
basically did.
I miss
Richie,
it a
how many
lot.
times were you at A21 in a given week?
I was there almost
Yeah.
every night. Yeah. Sometimes I like to say like it's safe to say that I've spent more weekend nights on your couch than my bed.
Dude, fucking one time I remember like I came back from like I was over at Maria's probably, and I came back and you're hanging out on the
Yep.
couch, and I'm like, all right, Richie's just hanging out. I came down like 2 hours later or something, and you're just clocked out on the couch. I'm like, oh, is Richie like sleeping here tonight? And I'm like, all right, bet. And then I went back upstairs. I was like, oh, geez, all right, okay. What's up, Richie?
Megan is saying that she misses Adatash right now, and here's a little story that we can read. I promise I'll stop hijacking the stream in a sec, but I have a story about the word splooge. Trevor's dad, when you have something on your face, will say ironically, you have jizz on your face, and doesn't understand why that's wrong. Yeah, like, so, I know, like, yeah, the word jizz is an old word, like, you got a little jizz of something. There's a little
Really?
jizz.
I didn't know
Yeah.
that. I always say schmutz. I just
A
say you got a
schmutz.
little
Oh,
schmutz on your
dude.
mouth.
When did
'Cause,
you
like,
turn
that
into
can't
such a
be-
New York Jew?
It's what I'm meant to be, but I mean, like, you can't confuse that. It's like, oh, you got a little jizz on your face. It's like, shit, what?
Yeah, I miss Adatash too, man. It's just, we had some great times there. Omegle nights near the end of the school year, we just ended
Yo,
up
I was
hopping on
going through all my old like Snapchat photos from like senior year. So Found a lot of ad attached shit, and I did find the Omegle Knights. What was that kid's name? Fucking
Cameron Martin. It was a
no.
very white and very douchey.
It was very very white, very douchey, and that's the vibe that he gave off. I think I'm still like friends with him on Facebook or something, or like Instagram.
We did end up making friends with this one girl, Jules. I don't know if you were there for that one. I don't think you were there that night, but that was fun. And yeah, and I just kept dancing behind Nikki J the whole night.
It sounds. Remember the time that he watched Two Girls One Cup for the first time and threw his phone on the ground and broke his phone?
Yeah, he threw his phone on the ground.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've had
just
some
a
great memories.
quick shout out to Dickheads. And now back to the show.
Dickheads, what killed my girlfriend?
Dickheads killed my girlfriend and is
Yeah.
sponsoring this episode.
Real quick, I will put up just a little thing for the dickheads out there.
Ooh.
They'll get it. There we go.
Boy, oh no, it's BOI, dude. Boy,
Oh, it's
come on.
BOI?
It's BOI and boy pussy. Hashtag boy pussy farted, actually, if you really want to get specific. But
Nah, I don't want to do boy
nah,
pussy fart. We'll just do hashtag boy pussy.
I like that. Keep that up for a little bit.
We'll keep it up for a little bit. All right.
Right
cool.
underneath my right nipple.
Hashtag boy pussy.
The boy
So if you
pussy
guys-
is
if you-
located right underneath the right nipple.
If you want to interact with us on Twitter, hashtag boy pussy.
Boy pussy, yeah, go for it. Fuck it.
Hashtags all the time. Hashtag drag race.
I'm gonna set up some social media tomorrow for us. Why don't we have a Twitter account? Could you imagine?
Could you imagine a socially
All right.
distant Twitter account?
I'm gonna wake up at like 8 o'clock, and at 8:10, I'm gonna make the socially distant Twitter account.
Perfect. God damn it.
I was thinking about that. I'm like, wait, we really need one of those. Like, just some random shit. But that's cool.
Mm-hmm. Real quick,
So
I
Richie-
wanted to shout out. Oh yeah, I wanted to shout out also because Mads was on. Their graphic designer. I bought some great stickers from them.
Oh yes.
Erica. You can go find her on Twitter. What's
Hold
her
on. No, I got it. Keep going.
her name? I don't. Yeah, you pull it up. I got some amazing stickers by her about like bearings bands. So I got like some awesome bearings band
Ooh.
stickers that I got all from
Yes.
Redbubble. This is a fun one that she designed. Nothing here is permanent, which is
Yeah.
fun. And a lot of people say, "Hey, why are you giving your friends free clout?" We fucks with our friends. Like,
no
we
one
love our
gets
friends.
no one gets free clout unless friends. That's
Unless
the rule.
friends. This one is my favorite one. A system made by men is a
Ooh.
system made of dirt. So you've heard it here, folks. You've heard it here first, folks. Socially distant is made of dirt.
And so to go back, Erica, the artist who made this, is on Twitter
Mhm.
at lack of home, LACKOFHOME. And they have their Redbubble page linked there, so you can go follow them. They do some pretty cool things, a lot of band stickers, band promos, really cool vibe, really cool aesthetic. So definitely check them out on the Twit. But so Richie, do you want to maybe get some cards you might want to throw into this mix? Maybe do a quick little break, get some random questions, and then we'll dive back into the socially distant digital ecosystem.
There is one that I was saving for today to play, and it was reintroducing ourselves to our audience. And I feel like we're on live stream, we're on Twitch, we're on a whole new thing.
We might as well, yeah.
We're on a whole new world. I thought we could.
This hat looks fucking ridiculous. I can never get it right. I look like Carmen Sandiego over here. Jesus, Lord Almighty.
Founder.
Right.
But yeah, I think that could be something that we could do is kind of just reintroduce ourselves and kind of talk a little bit about ourselves, because I think that's kind of a big thing for our inaugural broadcast.
No, that is cool because we did that on the first episode, so it is fitting. Richie, if you would please, by all means, go first.
Oh, man. Hi, guys. I'm Richie. I'm your local dumpster fire.
Richie always comes first.
Don't you dare, because... Hi, my name is Richie Oliver. I'm a gentle lover, and I'm Richie. I live in Lakeville, Mass. I work as a corporate recruiter, and that's my day job. I like to try to be funny on camera or in person. I do improv comedy. I'm a sketch comedian. I kind of do a lot of stuff like that. I'm also an actor in both straight plays. I'm a writer. I kind of do a lot of stuff. I'm also a musician, so I play music. I am releasing an album soon that's going to be um, mastered by Alex over here. Um, I'm an honorary dickhead.
Yeah.
I'm not a true dickhead, but I'm an honorary dickhead which means I'm
Do you have a
basically.
shirt?
Huh?
Richie, do you have a shirt?
Nope, that's why I'm an honorary dickhead. I basically like when Shaq got his doctorate. Like, doesn't mean a damn thing.
Okay. Real quick, super quick interjection.
Hmm.
Because you mentioned Shaq. Um, are you familiar with the Aaron Carter album, Aaron's Party, from like 2000?
You're gonna get mad at me when I say no.
Okay, do you know who Aaron Carter is? He was some like Disney Channel, whatever,
Do I know
Nickelodeon
who
kid.
Aaron Carter is?
Yeah, yeah. So clearly
Does
you
a
do.
bear shit in the woods?
Dude, is it a domesticated bear? Are they living in a tiny house with a compost toilet? But so, okay,
Yes.
so I was on this Spotify playlist called Oldies But Goodies Make the Boys Jump on It. Our very good friend Emily Bouchard showed it to me back at SNU. Shout
Yep.
out.
Hmm.
Um, and like 2 days ago, an Aaron Carter song came on. I'm like, okay, this is like stupid because it's like a 12-year-old boy rapping.
Yep.
But at the same time, like it had the same flow as sort of like a late 90s hip hop rap song. So I'm like, you know what? I
Hmm.
fuck with this. So I'm like, I'm going to listen to it.
Yep.
I'm on that playlist again today. And another song from the same album comes on. And it was The Time I Beat Shaq. And it's this like 90s hip hop song about how Aaron Carter, who was probably like 9 at the time, allegedly beat Shaq in a basketball game. And it just
I know
feels
that. I
like
know of that song.
a Will Smith 90s positive rap
Yep.
song. And I'm like, this is freaking cool.
Gotta eat your vegetables every day and try to keep a healthy weight and brush your
But yeah,
teeth every night before you go to bed. Before you go to bed.
so like
Yeah.
I'm working and that song comes on and I'm just staring at the screen like I'm not working while I'm listening to this song. I'm just listening to this song. But I'm sorry for interjecting. Was that the conclusion of your introduction, good sir?
No.
Please continue.
Just no.
Sorry.
I some stuff you might not know about me. I'm a big kite flyer. I like to go out and fly kites in fields. I studied Taekwondo for 11 years, so I can kick ass if I want to. Um, I feel like I want to go into this accent, but I am proficient in nunchucks and a bow staff. And I like to say that I'm proficient in everything. No, but I like yeah, so that's a thing about me. I'm getting back into watching professional wrestling. So that's a thing about me as well. Shout out John Cena. He's here with us tonight.
Yeah, dude, I
Which
got
I'm
him
excited
chained to the
about.
radiator over there. He's hanging out.
Okay, you didn't get my joke and I'm mad.
What was that?
All I said was John Cena is here with us tonight.
Well, yeah, we can't see him, but he's still here.
That's you gotta fuck it up like you always do.
Whoa,
No,
whoa! Is this suddenly couples therapy, Richie? Do you want to get into this?
It is. Quick little shout out from Emily Bouchard. Boom!
Yo,
I put
what
it in the
the
hoop like
fuck?
slam.
We were just talking about you.
Just talking about you. Boom! I put it in the hoop like slam. All right, so Weber, how about we go in and introduce yourself to everyone?
Oh man, where do I start? So my birth name is Alex, not Alexander, but you could just
Mhm.
call me Weber, seeing as that when I was in 6th grade, there was 4 Alexes in my class, so
Mhm.
first names were just out the door. So like
Yep.
Weber is what I respond to. If you're
Mhm.
like, "Yo, Alex," I'll most of the time I'll be like, "What? Who?" But so I'm Weber.
Mhm.
I am one half of this podcast, and like Richie, I am also a musician. I play guitar and bass.
Mhm.
Do a little bit of maybe, I don't know, some other stuff with my very short-lived project, My Favorite Beanie, which might make a fall comeback, seeing as it's sad boy
Better.
weather time. Um, But mainly, I am a graphic designer. That is what I do for work. I just got a new job, as you probably heard me talk about. Hold on, I got a burp. My last name is.
Thank
So
you
graphic.
for finishing my dad joke before I
No,
even
of
do
course,
it.
of course, of course. So graphic designer by trade. That's what I went to school for. Been into it since high school. But I also
Mhm.
do love photography, which I would say is probably my greatest artistic passion. Would be photography.
Mhm.
Um, with videography and video editing fitting its way into somewhere, which meshes very well because Richie also is a video person, and together we have made some pretty interesting videos, and
Yes, we have.
will continue to do so.
Mhm.
So that's kind of it, I'm living out here in Hyde Park down in Boston right now, hanging out. I moved right before Corona lockdown started, so this is basically all just a social experiment at this point. So
Yep.
we're hanging out in this 200 square foot palace that I call home, and you know what? I'm having a great time. So that is me.
Nice. Oh, hey, we have our friend Jordan.
Yo, J
Jordan
Dog.
Podkladek. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Podkladek. Which is
Podkladek.
close.
It's
Which is close to
Polish.
our pod
Polish, yeah.
decks. Did you create pod decks? Podkladek?
Podkladek.
Yeah.
Fuck, this
So
kid pissed me off.
Jordan is dating a guest that we had a couple times from one of my current favorite bands, Millington. Um, saying the hat, OMG. But yeah, thanks for joining us and talking. But yeah, do you have anything else to add about
For
yourself?
me, I don't think so. I have design, photo, video, music.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it. I love being outside, love doing some hiking. Um, and that's kind of it. Life's been freaking weird these past couple months, and
Oh,
I
I
know
feel
like
that.
for me personally, it's just been like, ugh. So I'm trying to still like figure out, I guess, who I am at this point in my life, which is interesting. Um, but yeah, I would say that's about where I'm at right now.
Oh, nice. Awesome. I'm so glad I got your last name right
Yo, we
for
got
that.
that
And we also
Polish
have a
blood,
suggestion
baby.
for next stream from Emily.
Rap battle next year. Oh fuck, dude. Don't do that. Don't do that to me.
I don't know if I could do that, man. We might be able to film
Not
something.
not here. Not like I can't rap battle to my computer screen.
This has to happen in like a bar setting now because we can't do it in a dorm.
Or on the top of Fort Tabor.
Oh, dude. On top of that little like weird thing that right
Yeah,
next to
where we
it.
climbed up. Yeah, dude. That could be it.
Yeah, that could be wicked fun. And we just film a rap battle up there. Could we do it with a fisheye lens? And then
You know, so part of me buying this new camera is that I now have to figure out a whole new system of my lenses because my
Mhm.
old lenses don't work.
Mhm.
Thankfully, I have a lot of old lenses for 35 millimeter cameras, which I just happen to have right here, that I bought an adapter for. So I can use these on the new camera.
Oh,
But
nice.
fisheyes are relatively kind of cheap. So theoretically, I could buy one.
Mhm.
And I kind of want to. So we could definitely do that. But
Does-
one thing, actually, I've been meaning to like, the more I play around with this camera, the more I am so excited to shoot Herb 2.
Oh, dude. That's what
'Cause,
I'm
like,
saying. I'm saying,
dude,
fuck that old camera that I have. We have to shoot it in 4K.
dude, for being like the sensor on that camera is the same size as like the Canons that I used to have and that you have,
Hmm.
but it just does it so much better. Like it's fucking crazy.
Oh, man.
And especially with these, like again, this is like a macro lens,
Hmm.
so we can get some super close up stuff. If you want me to geek out about photography, one
Go do
episode
it.
we can
Go
do
for
that.
it. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Maybe not today. Maybe I'll get a little PowerPoint set up for next time.
Oh my
Um,
god, we legit we have the ability to do a PowerPoint presentation.
Oh man, the sky's the limit right now,
Yeah.
dude.
If you're on Chrome, you can do it.
Unfortunately, I'm not always on Chrome.
Yes, I'm a Firefox boy myself.
You know what? Me too. I like
Yeah.
that.
You know what? Cheers to being a Firefox.
Hydro homies and Firefox. I don't know, hose.
You gotta stay hydrated, Katie's.
Oh my god, absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah, like I used to use Safari, just
Mhm.
because of, again, Mac. And then I switched to Chrome. But Chrome does this thing where it just chews through your RAM. Like
Yeah,
it
like
just it
crazy.
just uses up all your system resources. So I'm like, I don't like this. I'm gonna go to Firefox. And so far I haven't had any issues. I know sometimes trying to watch 4K YouTube videos doesn't work on Firefox. Have you had that issue by any chance?
I don't really care about
Yeah.
4K
Okay.
videos. So I'm just like, you know what? I'll yeah, that's kind of my thing.
Okay. I could see that. Like normally I wouldn't care, but when I'm watching it on this computer, which is like the big, fancy like 5K Retina display, I'm like, I kind of want to see what 4K really looks like for the first time in my life
Oh
on
yeah.
my own personal laptop. Um,
Mhm.
but so do you have maybe like hit me with maybe like two more pod decks? Let's make a nice even three, and then
All right.
we'll riff from there.
Oh yeah. Share the craziest thing that's ever happened to you.
You cut out. I'm so sorry. Can you repeat that, please?
Yep. Share the craziest thing that's ever happened to
One
you.
more time.
Share the
Oh,
craziest thing that ever
shit. All
happened to you.
right. There's so many different facets of the word crazy.
Mhm.
Like crazy, is one thing, but like, yo, I can't believe that happened. That's so cool. Kind of
Mhm.
crazy is
Yep.
like cool. Um, I met one of Jimi Hendrix's bassists. That's pretty crazy.
Oh shit,
Um,
dude.
I
That's
forgot what his
crazy.
name was. I think he was with The Experience. Hold on. And then, actually, no. Here's the craziest thing that's ever happened to me.
Mhm.
My friend, or myself, my friend Chris Otero, my friend Lucas. This was years ago. We got tickets to go see Tenacious D at Mohegan Sun in Connecticut.
Okay.
Super cool show.
Mhm.
The Their album The Rise of the Phoenix just came out, so like I think it was like 2 hours ago or two albums ago.
Mhm.
Um, but so Mohegan Sun, obviously a casino, they have a shitload of shops. They have a record store, music store, kind of like an FYE there.
Yeah.
And they were having this thing where it was like, yo, if you buy Tenacious D's newest album at this store today, you get a wristband, and then you get to go meet Tenacious D after the show.
Holy fuck.
And so it's my three friends and I, and my friend's mom who drove us there. And she
God,
was
man.
cool. God bless this woman. But so she drove us there. We had a great time at the concert. The meet and greet was after the show. So we all bought albums. We walked up, and I met fucking Jack Black, which, as a bit of a personal context, School of Rock came out, I believe I was in first grade, kind of around the first grade time.
Yep.
Changed my life. One of my favorite movies of all time. School, literally.
Some folks alone.
So like School of Rock is like a upper echelon movie that has just like shaped just who I am. So I
Yep.
love Jack Black. And we get to the table and like I shake Kyle Gass's hand, and then because he's here, and then Jack Black's over here, and I go over and I'm like, Jack Black. And I'm like, dude, you're the fucking man. He goes, hey, the feeling is mutual, brother. And just shakes my hand, and I was like, yo. So I have a signed Tenacious D album, and I think that might be just given the fact that it's Jack Black, it might be one of the craziest things that's happened to me. How about you, Richie?
So the craziest thing that happened to me actually happened earlier this year, helping you move in. It was the night that we ended up deciding to meet up with our friend Megan Trevor, who is
And
now a good friend
Trevor.
of mine. And we decided, and Megan wanted to show us her hotel room, so she brought us up, showed it, wicked cool modular hotel room. So we ended up going into the elevator to go down. And as we're
Hold
going
up.
down, yep,
This place was called Yotel, and we
yep,
at the Yotel
motel,
Holiday.
Inn. But this had like such like this weird like 70s mixed with early 2000s vibe.
Yeah, it was like a almost like a 2001 kind of vibe
Like
going
that
on.
Y2K style.
And this is the funniest thing. What I think you're about to tell
Yes.
Megan and I talked about maybe a week and a half ago. So please continue your story and let me see if I'm correct.
Oh yeah, no problem. So we decide we're gonna go down to we're gonna go see a couple bars in the area. This was before the whole pandemic, everything started, so people were actually out and about. And we're in the elevator going down. I think she was on like the 12th or 14th floor or something, like wicked high up. And so we're going down. It stops at about floor like 7 or 8, and the door opens. And so I'm assuming.
Hold on. If I may interject, this is very
Please.
important. At the time, in the elevator, they were playing the James Bond theme song.
Yes,
Or
that's
like a
right.
very 60s spy sounding theme song.
That's sort of like.
So there's three of us there. So three of us in this,
Hmm.
only people in this thing. Richie and I are dressed exactly identically. All
Yes, I
denim,
forgot about that.
newsboy caps. So we
Mhm.
are carbon copies. We got Megan over here on the left. And then
All right.
please the door opens and
Yeah,
what
so the
happens?
door opens about floor 7, so we're thinking, oh, okay, more people are gonna come on the elevator to go down to the lobby. No one comes in. All of a sudden, this about 3.5 to 4 foot tall robot butler sort of drives its way into the elevator,
I
and
freaked out.
we did not know what to do because we were standing there, mouth agape, just like the it had a little screen on it with a little smiley face that said heading to the lobby.
I'm like, no, you're fucking not. Get out of here.
And we did not know what to do because we decided to so we make it to the lobby, and the whole time we're just standing there, just
Staring at this thing.
we're looking at each other, looking at it, not sure what to do. And the door opens, and we decide to let it go before us. We decided to go, there you go, and it's just started, and yep, it just started kind of driving off. And I say that is the craziest thing that happened to us.
Richie,
Hmm.
random guess. What date do you think that night was?
That was the last weekend of February.
It was February 29th.
Yep.
It is currently September 17th.
Holy shit.
It's been fucking 6 months, Richie.
Yeah. It's only been 6 months.
No, but like that night in general,
Yep.
for me, and this is an interesting take, I feel is like it's bittersweet in a way. Because it's like, okay, I literally moved in that morning. Like I woke
Yep.
up Saturday the 29th, still living in my parents' house, got in my car, which had a bed frame in it, and then drove my ass here and then moved in. You showed up, parents showed up, whatever. So I'm like, yo, I just moved out for the first time. This is super cool. And I'm like, yo, we're going to hang out with some homies. That bar we went to was super cool.
Yep.
And we were talking about this actually. I went kayaking with Megan and Trevor a couple weeks ago, or like a week ago. And I was like, what was that thing we had? We had like roasted garlic. Do you remember we got that?
It was like a garlic knot.
It was a garlic knot, but there was garlic like inside of it.
Yep.
That was what it was. It was a garlic knot with roasted garlic inside of it, and it fucking splooged everywhere when we cut it open. But that was a really cool bar, and I'm like, yo, this is fucking Boston. It's hanging out with the homies, going getting drinks after work, hanging out, and then just like.
Yeah.
So like, I'm really glad
2
that we
weeks
had
later,
that.
just no.
We had that one night of just like, yo, this is cool. So I'm like, oh, at least we had that. But now I'm like, fuck, I want this again.
Yep. And I mean, we could all get together and kind of have dinner again.
Oh, we
That
totally
could be a
could.
thing.
Oh,
But yeah.
absolutely. I think that's definitely doable. You know what we should do? Megan, are you still on here? Can we set something up with the four of us? You, me, Richie, Trevor?
I would love that.
I'll take that as a yes. We'll do something.
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, if my deck was twice as wide,
Yep.
I could totally have like outdoor dinners there, which would be super cool.
Mhm.
But we're a little narrow.
Well, you could do like your lone wolf outdoor dinner.
Oh yeah. Oh no, I have.
Mhm.
Believe me, I have. But like, it would be cool if I had a little bit more space to have like, maybe like 3 extra people at max. Like, just have a nice outdoor meal there. I think that would be really cool. But one thing that now that the weather's starting to go more autumn, we're getting that sad boy blood out. I do
Yep.
kind of want to start tricking out the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna break the wall here. One thing that I
Oh,
did finally
damn.
get fixed is a outdoor light. Does it work? I have an outdoor light now, which is exciting.
Oh, sweet. That's
So I can go
awesome.
hang out there at night.
Mm-hmm. We have to get like one of those like walls of string lights where like it's like the multi strings that go down and put it like against that wall or something like that, and then get like those
No.
nice string lights that like they look like little tiny like lanterns, and then they can just kind of drape, and then we can have maybe like a tapestry or something out
Okay.
there.
Actually, I was thinking it would be cool to have like outdoor tapestries.
Mm-hmm.
And so, for those of you who don't know, which is everyone minus two of you, what my deck looks like,
Mm-hmm.
who knows what my deck looks like, is I have like a railing and then there's posts.
Yep.
Towards the back corner where there's like the two walls meet, I want to put an outdoor couch there with a little table, maybe an
Mm-hmm.
ottoman, tapestry on this wall up against the house,
Yep.
and then it would be cool to have something hanging between the vertical bars. So you have this little enclosed space out almost,
Mm-hmm.
but they can still see out.
Oh yeah.
I just don't have the resources to do that right now. And I do have an outlet right here, so I could plug lights in, so that would be kind of cool. But now that I know that I get to stay here because I have a new job, I'm like, yo, I want to trick this place out.
Oh hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna make that the coolest one-room apartment Boston has ever seen.
Dude, I know. And that's actually so like again, I moved in here last weekend of February.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of had some art up on the walls. Like I had like one
Yep.
or two pieces at one point, but I hit this phase in like a month where I hung like 6 to 8 pieces
Mm-hmm.
just throughout my apartment. You could see one right over there.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. Is that the Brooklyn Bridge?
It is the Brooklyn Bridge at like 6:20 in the morning after
Hell
Harry
yeah.
Human woke me up at 3 a.m. On actually it was on 4:20, believe it or not.
God damn it.
um, but no, so I started putting art up on the wall, started to
Mm-hmm.
do some more like thoughtful decorating, and it feels a lot better. So if I could do some more stuff like that, I think it would be cool. And if I could just vibe out the outside, I think that would be awesome.
Oh yeah. I've been working on this room here because
Dude,
yeah.
yeah,
And
it's a good room.
I have a whole wall, like this whole section here, that I have stuff to put up that I just have to buy frames for, and I want to mat your big photograph that I have and have it like really
Oh
nicely hung.
yeah.
My mom's actually excellent at doing all that stuff. Any
Oh
art that we
really?
ever had that was like matted or anything,
Does she frame
that
it
was
all, do
she
all that stuff
framed it
herself?
all. She did all that
Oh,
stuff.
cool.
Whenever we had art shows, we had to submit it like framed and matted.
She would do it.
She did it all.
Dude, that's so
So
cool.
good on you, Louisa.
Dude,
But yeah,
honestly, next time I'm over there, can like she maybe like show me a thing or two? I would love to like learn some more about matting and stuff.
yep. I mean, she just kind of does it with tape,
Okay,
like legit,
cool.
like lining up and then
Did
taping.
she do a lot of like scrapbooking by any chance?
I'm not sure.
Not sure. Okay.
But yeah, I also have this whole section here above my TV that
Yeah.
I want to put something up, and I do have my Grateful Dead flag, like that big
Oh
one.
yeah.
I can't find it anywhere though, so I gotta find it. I feel like that could go
Well,
really good up
Richie,
here. Yep.
you do now also have a pending piece of art to put there or
Oh,
somewhere
yes, I
else in
do.
that room.
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually this is kind of something fun that we can maybe just like shoot the shit about for a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So for context,
Mm-hmm.
Rich, you already know this. People probably know this. I do these little abstract doodles sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a sketchbook. I just would do like when I used to work my last job in Connecticut, I would do like one a day during
Mm-hmm.
lunch. Um, at this last job in Boston, one a day at lunch. And it's very straight lines, slanted lines, circles, dots. That is
Yep.
it. There's like 3 or 4 shapes that I use, and I just do it. And this grew out of something that I started doing like 2018, maybe
Mm-hmm.
early 2019. I did this little thing on Adobe Illustrator that looked very Bauhaus,
Mm-hmm.
just in the way that it was. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. maybe I can draw it. And I'm like, oh, this kind of looks like a face, so I'll do this. So I just do these little faces, and then whatever comes across my mind, I just write there. It's usually something stupid or whatever.
Yep.
But so Richie,
Yep.
you said you're like, I want to own one of these.
Mm-hmm.
Make it David Lynchy.
Oh yeah.
So what I did was I sat down, I put on What Did Jack Do? Just the audio. I wasn't looking at it because I was looking at the paper, and I did it on watercolor paper, like cut it out. I think it's like a 4x5.
Oh, sweet.
And just as this was going in the background, I did the drawing.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks, I don't want to say that I intentionally made it maybe look a little lynchy, because you can see the hair, you can see there's a cigarette.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was kind of intentional, but also like still random.
Mm-hmm.
And I picked the, I know why the chicken crossed the road line when I hit it, and I'm like, that's the one. Because I drew it.
Why the chicken crossed the road.
No, here's what it was. I drew it.
Yeah.
And then I watched What Did Jack Do? To find the perfect quote. And as soon as he said it, I'm like, that's the one. Wrote it down.
Mm-hmm.
And again, normally these are just random drawings, but I really liked kind of doing it, knowing that I'm like, okay, here is, this. I'm going to draw it. I'm going to sign it. I'm going to give it to Richie.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it was cool to be able to do this as like, oh yeah, this is technically art, even though it's fucking random. Like,
oh yeah,
it was fun. So I hope to maybe do some more of those in the future, which would be fun.
So yeah, I'm excited because that's gonna probably go either above here or it's gonna go with my other art that's gonna be up here because I also got some prints from Mads.
Sweet. Hell yeah.
Of New York and like beach scenes, just tiny little 4x6s. So that's gonna go up there as well. So I want to have that all be walls. I found. Let me see if I can move my monitor. So maybe we'll see it. I don't know if you remember, but I had like these African masks. I don't think I brought them up starting like junior year. So they're my father's because my father worked on a merchant marine ship.
Yes.
And he was docked everywhere, and so he got these masks in Africa. And so I put them up because I really like them, and I know he has more somewhere which I want to put up as well. But we had this whole like wall of them in our old house in New Bedford. And we had that. And what I loved about our house in New Bedford was in our living room above our TV. This is back when TVs were like a console.
Yeah.
It was on the floor. It was that. On the wall, we had just so many pictures of just family. And I want to do that again. So I'm going to have my section over here dedicated to pictures and things. And
That's
who knows,
cool.
I want to start with frames, but who knows, I might just end up like maybe just pinning Polaroids and it's just going to be this amalgamation of pictures and memories.
One thing that I was thinking about, actually, you also pointed this out one time when you were here, is it's in the kitchen. It's also in the main room.
Mm-hmm.
The ceilings go up, and then there's like a little like it juts out a bit, and you were like, oh, you could put like some pictures up there. I kind of like, I want to get really maybe like a little too Pinteresty and do like the string and then just like hang photos from it, like maybe little like 4x6s, just like stuff that I don't want to get printed at 8x10 or bigger, just little like snapshots, and just hang them around like way up here. That could be cool.
Oh yeah, I think that could be awesome, and just kind of doing that. Yeah, definitely. You find like those tiny little clothespins that aren't like weighted, and just kind of just clip them all in. Yeah.
So that might be cool. That might be the next iteration, because that's cheap as hell.
Yeah, I think Target can get them for like $5 a piece. Like
the deck's going to be pretty extensive, so we'll figure that out. But
I still would love for you to get a plant that's viney, and have the vines sort of like just kind of climb up like a post or something.
Dude, so I don't remember what it's called. I have a plant out there now.
Is it a rhododendron?
I'm very tempted to go check because I think it maybe like 25% might be. Whatever.
Could you imagine if I just guess it? Like, dude, is it because I've never seen it, so I'm just
I'll check.
It's probably a rhododendron.
But so my deck goes across this way. Plant's here. The sun comes down like that way. So there's a very specific part of the plant that gets consistent sunlight. Whatever. I water it. I have plant food. I feed it. But there's just a certain part of it that is like doing kind of well. And then over here where it doesn't get sun, it's just like Terminator 2, Judgment Day, fucking dead.
Oh,
Like,
shit.
so I'm like, oh, I don't know if this place can sustain plant life, but I'm sure it could. If I can get a viney thing, that would be really interesting, I
Hmm.
feel.
I feel that. I think that could be
So
wicked cool to do that.
it absolutely would. Richie, do you
Yes.
have one more card that we can maybe pull
Oh yeah. Let's do
before
it.
before we wrap
Oh yeah.
this
Um,
monumental occasion up?
I just pulled a card randomly that said interview a significant other, and I just want to cry.
Pull another one, bitch.
All right.
So Richie, how did you start out with art?
Talk about your guilty pleasures.
Oh my god, great question.
All right, Kesha.
Yeah, so Kesha was a guilty pleasure of mine for a long time.
Huge one.
Um, but then I hit the point where I'm like, this doesn't. Yo, Adam.
Yo, Adam Fry.
All right, real quick before I continue. Last week, I opened up Snapchat. When I woke up, around like 8:30, whatever, was checking my notifications,
Hmm.
and Adam had sent me a video like a day or two before, so I went to go click it, but I accidentally clicked his icon, so it pulled up the map.
Yep.
Adam Fry was working. He was at a job site for work, 15 minutes away from my apartment. I was
Oh
like,
hell yeah.
dude, are you in like West Roxbury right now? Because if so, you're 10, 15 away.
Hmm.
2 days later, I was driving around, doing some errands. I drove by the site that he was at. I'm like, yo, shit. He really was like 10 minutes away. I didn't get to see him. I didn't get to see him. Adam,
Oh.
my boy, I'm going to come to you soon. I'm going to come to you soon.
That's awesome, dude.
What were you talking about before?
Guilty. So my guilty pleasure
Oh my
is
God.
Adam Fry.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, yeah. So you were talking about Kesha.
Yeah, so like Kesha was like my guilty pleasure in like, high school,
Hmm.
late middle school, high school. But now this is gonna sound really kind of douchey, but like I try not to just have guilty pleasures. Like I just try to be like, okay, I like this. That's
Hmm.
fine. I don't need to feel guilty about it. Like fuck it. Like if I like Kesha, I like Kesha.
Hmm.
Um, so I would say, like, just historically, I would always classify Kesha as my guilty pleasure. So
Hmm.
I'll say that one, even
Yep.
though it's not very guilty anymore. I
Hmm.
just bump it all the time. How about you?
Oof. All right, I have a couple. The B-52s, big guilty pleasure of mine. I went through a phase
Love
when I was
Shack,
like,
baby.
dude, I went through a phase when I was like 10, 11. And that's all I listened to like that year was the B-52s.
Dude, I went through phases where all I would listen to for a week, for a full week
Hmm.
on repeat, two instances. One, Love Shack by the
Oh,
B-52s,
dude, hell yeah.
which I now realize is disgusting. But like 6-year-old me played that just constant.
Oh shit.
No exaggeration. Constant repeat. The other one, Whip It by Devo. Please continue.
Do. Yeah, so no, but about B-52, so my parents, they surprised me for my 11th birthday. They got me tickets. We went as a family. We took the weekend and went to the Cape, to
Yes.
Hyannis at the Cape Cod Melody Tent. The B-52s played the Cape Cod Melody Tent. Now, I'm not sure you're familiar with the Cape Cod Melody Tent as
I
a
have
venue.
looked up pictures and I know what it
Yeah.
looks like. So,
So it's a
I'm
really
right
cool
there.
venue. It's in the round, so the stage in the middle. The stage slowly rotates throughout the whole show. So no matter what, you are looking at the band. Like you're never looking solely at the back of the band
Yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
an in the round kind of show.
Yeah. And no seat is more than 50 feet away from the stage,
Yeah.
which is awesome. And so
Happy.
my dad took my mom, myself, and my brother to the B-52s. My brother denies that it's his first concert because he doesn't want the B-52s to be his first concert. I am very proud to say that my very first concert was the B-52s.
Dude,
And
I would fucking love that.
I lost it when they started playing Private Idaho.
Ooh, yeah.
Just, you're living in your own private Idaho. And this guy leans into my dad, and I'm dancing, and I remember looking, and this guy leans into my dad, and goes, "If you were my dad, I'd love you." And I was like, "All right, cool."
Dude, like, I think the first, like, it's tough because, like, I remember seeing live music when I was really young, but that was like someone that a family members knew, or like my uncle. The first like concert that I really remember was the cast of Beatlemania. So like a Beatles tribute band.
Oh yeah.
They played at Shelton High School, which coincidentally is where both my parents went to high school. And I was young, like before even knowing who the Beatles were. So I'm like, this is lame. Like, why do I want to be here? Like, I was really young.
Yeah.
But I think that would be like the first concert that I could say that I've went to. But if I could swap that out with the B-52s, are you kidding me? I would take that in a heartbeat. That would be awesome. I have a tweet where I say that I want Fred Schneider to narrate my entire life. He's going for the coffee.
I do have an idea for a sketch of Fred Schneider auditioning for different bands in a recording studio. So he goes to like audition for Metallica, and so he'll go like, "All right, Fred. Hi guys. All right, so we're gonna send your tape over to Metallica, see if they like you. All right, let's do it." And then you just hear like do 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 do, like you hear the instrumental, and he goes, "Exit light, enter night. Here I stand. Never, never land." And so he does that. Or he just ends up like going, but he does like different artists. So he goes like, "So we're auditioning. Johnny Cash is looking for his replacement. So they're looking for the next Johnny Cash. You want to give it your all? Let's do it, fellas. Love is a burning thing, and it makes a fiery ring." And just kind of, or like, "I hurt myself today to see if I still feel." Like, just like stuff like that. Adam Fry commented, says, "My guilty pleasure was Def, the Powerpuff Girls."
Again, no guilt in that. Not a bad show.
Not a bad show. And then he followed it up with, "And Bo Bice."
Yo, Bo Bice. I remember Bo Bice.
Fun fact, so the year I turned 18, which was 2015. No, 2017. What? No, what am I saying? Sorry. Fuck. 2014 was the year I turned 18. And on the day of my birthday, it fell on the festa, the Portuguese feast in New Bedford. And it was the 100th year of the feast. And so they brought out headliners. And the headliner they had for that night.
You guys get fucking great acts.
Yeah. The person they brought out for that night was Blood, Sweat, and Tears, with the lead singer, Bo Bice. So Bo Bice is there singing, "What goes up must come down," and he's spinning a wheel, got to go round. I was like, hell yeah, Bo Bice. You do it. And that was just a really fun time because all my family was there. It was my 18th birthday. My dad went. So it's like, yeah, let's just have fun.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, boy.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, Boosie, babe.
Boy.
But yeah.
Hell yeah, boy, pussy.
What are some other guilty pleasures I had? I'm trying to think of, like, cartoons and stuff that...
Dude, I mean, like, it's not really guilty pleasure, but, like, I just, like, every now and again, like, fast food just fucking... It hits it,
dude.
Dude, it hits it. It hits it so prime.
You got that right.
Oh my god.
Just, like, a nice greasy burger. Some
like
French fries.
it's not good for you, but you're like it tastes really good.
French fries that leave salt on your fingers.
I am a slut for McDonald's shakes.
Ooh yeah.
And there was one that is less than 2 minutes away by car from me. It's very dangerous. But
you know what? I think I might go and get myself a milkshake tonight.
Dude, I'm thinking the same thing.
Dude, we're gonna end this night with a milkshake.
Yo, you wanna drive to Hyde Park tonight, bro? I mean, we both have work in the morning. It's fun.
Yes. I keep forgetting that today's Thursday. I feel like today's a Friday.
I know.
Have you felt today's a Friday also?
I wouldn't really say so. And I would actually say mainly because I've known that I'm like, okay, Thursday night, 6:30 is when I have to be ready for the show. So that's how I know that it's Thursday. But if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, like I currently I feel like, hey, I'm not doing anything. You know what I mean? It's just like,
Oh, dude, other than that, it could be Monday, it could be Wednesday, it could be Tuesday. I really don't know.
oh yeah.
It's
But
all out there at this point.
but yeah, I'm trying to think of other guilty pleasures. So growing up, my parents did not let us watch Ed, and Eddie
Okay.
because they thought it would make me stupid. So, Mom, good job. Because here I am on this
Once
podcast.
again, I'm
No,
torn into
so-
pieces.
So yeah, they just because it was just that was like one of those shows where it didn't have like substance. It was just like, all right, this is just stupid.
Oh yeah, it was just whatever, you know.
So every once in a while, I'll go back and just kind of start like watching Ed, and Eddie. A lot of the Cartoon Network
Ooh.
shows. You know what show I miss?
What?
And I was my favorite on TV for the longest time. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Okay.
Flapjack-
I never really watched it, but I'm very familiar with Flapjack as an entity.
Elena wasn't allowed to watch Ed, and Eddie either. Just like no, but so
I'm
Flapjack.
sure I would have been allowed to watch Ed and Eddie. I just didn't watch it. I wasn't
yeah.
a Cartoon Network guy. I was a Nickelodeon kid for sure.
Me
Like,
too. I was big
my-
Nickelodeon kid.
My entire both my parents and I were super stoked when the first episode of SpongeBob premiered. I remember it, and I remember we kind of missed it a little bit because we were in Wildwood, fucking New Jersey. So I missed the first ever episode of SpongeBob because I was in fucking New Jersey. Thanks, Maria. But anyway, like
Thank
from
you,
the start,
Camden.
thank you, Camden, New Jersey. From the start, my entire family was like, "Yo, SpongeBob's gonna be the next thing," and it was great. And then it dipped, so we're just gonna focus on this era of SpongeBob. But that was my thing. Please continue.
Oh no, so yeah, I was a big Nickelodeon kid myself, but The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack, if you don't know, is about a young boy named Flapjack. He follows around this captain named Captain Knuckles, and they live inside of a whale, who's their friend, and basically acts as Flapjack's mother. The whale's known as Bubby, and has the voice of a very sassy black woman. And they live on like this pier, and they're always trying to go to Candied Island, that's like their dream, and they live off candy, and candy's like a currency. So they have a candy bar, and the bartender is weird because the bartender also he like sells them candy, but his wife died, and so he has like a candy replica of her in the back. They go to the barber / doctor, who's the creepiest person ever, and but ends up just doing random shit. So like he goes to the doctor, and he's just so creepy. It was the whole of that show was a fever dream, I would say.
Here's the thing. When I said I am familiar with Flapjack, I
You are
meant
not.
that I know that it was a show and that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's it. So what you just described.
hmm
Yikes. But since we're still talking about guilty pleasures, I guess I would say that, again, it's not guilty, but it's kind of playing off the Kesha thing. That whole era of pop music,
hmm
so like '07 through like, or even before '07, you could stretch us out to the early 2000s, but that whole mid-thousands pop music,
Yep.
dude, some of it's shit, and even some of the shit that's shit, I still fuck with. Like,
Oh, me too.
like, dude, at the end of the day, okay, like it's not the genre that I would go for.
hmm
I would never go out of my way to listen to this kind of music,
Yep.
but there is no doubt that some of these songs bump.
Oh,
And
hell
they're
yeah.
just, at the end of the day, like objectively, if I can move my body to this, it's a cool song. I don't care if it falls out of my musical periphery.
Exactly.
But so that is why Oldies But Goodies Make the Boys Jump on It on Spotify is my work playlist. I've listened to it while working like for the past 3 days, and it's all like, mid-thousands Rihanna and like Britney Spears, and I'm like, hell yeah. Also, Work It by Missy Elliott, which came out in 2002, is literally the 2002 version of WAP.
Oh shit.
Like, go listen to Work It by Missy Elliott after this and just be like, yo, WAP vibes.
Hell yeah, dude. That's
Hell
awesome.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, Richie,
Yeah.
we've been showing our faces for a little bit. I
Mm-hmm.
think they're onto us. I think we need to split.
Dude,
So do you want
I'm
to
with
take
you
this
there.
live stream not out back this way, because that's more toward, you want to go this way? There's garbage cans right here. We can just pew, and then put it in the garbage can.
I would
Do you
absolutely
want to do that
love
with this? Do that with this episode real quick.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I would so do that like
Okay.
right now.
All right, just keep your voice down. We don't want people to hear it.
Oh,
But
yeah.
all right, so anyway, everyone, thank you for coming to the first live episode of Socially Distant. I will match my hat up to the logo right there, so you can see that we do have very exclusive merch. Everyone, this has been cool. You know, we've been doing this for 6 months, which doesn't even feel real at this point, you know. Oh no, we plan to do this. This is the new format. So again, like we started this as just sort of like a random bull, BS thing, and here we are, doing Hydro Homies.
Mm-hmm. I'm off of Mike's Hard, man.
But it's been fun. So everyone, thank you for tuning in to our first live episode of the show. Stay tuned for more because we're going to continue doing this. We're up on Twitch. We're on Facebook. Who knows where we are? We're fucking everywhere. You'll be able to get the audio on Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you get podcasts. We're all over the place, baby. So with that, I must say, stay HD.
Oh hell yeah.
Because we're both in HD right now.
Mm-hmm.
So stay that 1080p high definition. And while you're looking so sparkly and beautiful in HD, please stay safe. As expected. But at the end of the day, I think, with those two things in mind, I think you really need to just stay socially.
Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Skip it. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us for this.
Thank you.
We are going to go ahead and raid our good friend Firefly7896. She's a streamer over on Twitch. So go say hi, have some fun, and yeah, we'll do that. So see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
All right, let me raid real quick. I gotta put it in so it.
Wait, have you actually downloaded Braid Shadow Legends?
Dude, are you?
I know they pay us to talk about it, but I haven't really actually downloaded the app. Do we have paperwork that says I can't do that?
Dude, I don't.
Richie, I'm being fucking serious right now, dude.
I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know what's happening. Dude, I don't fucking know.
I gotta download it right now then.
Dude, I don't fucking know anything.
Hold on. No, just do 1 second. The fuck. Raid Shadow Legends. Okay. All right, here you go, people. Is this what you want? Is this what you wanted to see?
Oh, fuck this, dude. Don't you fucking dare, man. Why are you doing this to me? What is that, a coffee machine?
It was a motorcycle.
That's a joke I stole from my one of my favorite comedians, Steve Zaragoza. So, all right, bye guys.